Hi everybody, it's Dr. Shawn Talbott, Chief Science Officer for Monavie, and welcome to another edition of From the Lab. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about the RVL system, the RVL nutrition system. And it really is a system that's comprised of our RVL shake, our RVL HDH Pro 10 bars, and our RVL supplement. And I want to talk to you about a little bit about what makes each one unique and why they really should be used as a system. So let's start off with the shake. One of the things that I really hate is when people point to the shake and they say, oh, that's the Monavie protein shake, because it's so much more than just a protein shake. It certainly has protein, but that's just one component that makes up what I really think is as close as you're going to get to a perfect meal. And that's how I think about our shake. That it is as close as you're going to get to a perfect meal, meaning it really should be part of your day. No matter if you're trying to lose weight or you just want to be healthier, you should have that at least once a day. I have it for breakfast almost every single morning, and I do that because no matter what happens the rest of the day, between meetings and travel and deadlines and whatever else may hit, I know that I've at least done that for my body. And so what I'm doing with that for my body is certainly giving myself the proteins. I'm giving myself a really good blend of very high quality, very pure proteins. We use primarily whey protein isolate, the purest type of protein that your body can use for lots of things. But the reason we use whey protein isolate as our primary protein, blended with a little bit of whey protein concentrate and a little bit of whey protein hydrolysate and a little bit of pea protein to round out the amino acid profile. The reason we concentrate on whey protein isolate is because that's the best kind of protein for fat loss and for maintaining lean mass, which for people who are trying to lose weight is exactly what you're trying to do. It's not really weight you're concerned with, it's the ratio of your lean mass to your fat mass. You want to lose the fat and keep the lean, keep the muscle. That's what the whey protein isolate is particularly good at. So that's a great place to start, but a lot of shakes just stop there. They give you the whey protein, or they give you some sort of protein, and then they might give you some flavors and some sweeteners and things like that and stop there. But for an overall best nutrition, what you actually want is to combine that protein with the right kinds of carbohydrates and the right fibers and the right fats. And that's exactly what we do with the RVL shake. So on top of those excellent proteins, we also give you highly digestible fibers so that your digestive system works appropriately, so that it helps control appetite. Fiber is associated with something called satiety, our feeling of hunger. But we also want those fibers to be digestible. We could just give you a bunch of fiber and you'd end up having bloating and gas and cramping and things like that. We certainly don't want to have that. So we give you forms of fiber that are very, very highly digestible. When we look at carbohydrates, people sometimes will look at carbs and say, nope, that's something I want to avoid. But we actually want to give you healthy carbohydrates because your brain primarily wants to use glucose as its fuel source. Whenever it doesn't have enough glucose, your brain really won't work as well. And if it's not working as well, you might be more prone to cravings and hunger pangs and things like that, so that you'll be seeking out foods that you actually don't really want to bring on board, junk food and things like that. So you actually want some carbohydrates, the right kinds of carbohydrates that bring your blood sugar up slowly and let it round off and come down slowly. That effect, that slow rise, sustained peak and then low drop in blood sugar is a potent signal to your brain that you've eaten. So when I do that at breakfast, when I take in the proteins and carbohydrates and fats and fibers all blended like that, it tells my body, it signals my body that I've eaten something and that I've eaten the right blend of nutrients. So we want to have those carbohydrates in there, but we want to have them in the right forms, and that's exactly what's built in to the RVL shake. And then we also want to look at healthy fats. We don't want to have a no-fat situation, because fiber improves satiety or appetite control in one way, carbohydrates do it in another way, and fat does it in yet another way. So we want to be signaling the brain as much as possible, signaling the gut as much as possible, that we have eaten sort of a full meal. And that's what these RVL shakes really are. They're meal replacements. When you can't get that healthy breakfast or that healthy lunch or that healthy dinner, this is a place where you can fill that gap, so to speak. So that's great. We have all the macronutrients in the right forms, in the right ratios, but we also want to go beyond even that to make this healthier, to make this that perfect meal that I referred to before. And we do that with something that we call nutrient density. In the shakes, you have what is perhaps the highest nutrient density product on the market, meaning that that's going to be the most nutritious meal that you'll get all day. And it comes from the vitamins and minerals that we add into the shake, but it primarily comes from the phytonutrient blends, the vegetable antioxidants, carotenoids, for example, things like beta-carotene and lycopene and lutein that we would be getting if we were eating brightly colored vegetables, but then the phytonutrients from fruits, the flavonoids, things that are coming to us from acai and related flavonoids such as that. The reason that you want these in there is because it's part of the antioxidant network. So we're delivering to you the C and the E and the cysteine that you'll find as one of the amino acids in the proteins that we're giving so that you can produce your own thiols. But we're giving you the flavonoids and the carotenoids so that we're rounding out that whole antioxidant network that I've talked about on several earlier editions of From the Lab. So when you look at what we have overall, it really is that perfect meal. And it's something you can start your day with and then sort of wipe your hands and say, I've done that. Or it's something you can use in the middle of the day, where a lot of us will sometimes skip lunch or go through the drive-thru, and we know that's not good for us. But look at that shake as so much more than just a protein shake. Look at it as that perfect meal. Look at it as something that, whether you're trying to lose weight or not, you want to have that level of nutrition in your body. Okay? So that's the first part. And a lot of people will just use the shake and won't go any further than that. But I want you to think about the other two products in our Reveal line as part of this overall system, the bar and the dietary supplement. So let me talk about the bar first. The bar we call the HDH Pro 10 bar. And that is not exactly a name that rolls off the tongue. I understand that. But we named it that way for a very specific reason. The HDH stands for high degree of hydrolysis. That refers to the very specialized type of whey protein isolate that we have in the bar. And the Pro 10 stands for 10 grams of protein. So what you're getting in that bar is a very specialized type of whey protein isolate that's been hydrolyzed. Basically means we use enzymes to chop up the protein into smaller peptide chains. So HDH, high degree of hydrolysis, means that we have a very high level of dipeptides and tripeptides. Dipeptides meaning 2 amino acids tied together, tripeptides meaning 3 amino acids tied together. The reason that's important is because those dipeptides and tripeptides are absorbed from the gut extremely quickly. You eat it, it gets into the digestive system, it gets absorbed quickly into the bloodstream and transported directly to your muscles and your brain. That does two really important things. When it goes to your muscles, it tells those muscles to maintain muscle mass. Or if you're lifting weights, you're on a resistance training program, it tells your body to stimulate protein synthesis, to build more muscle. When it goes to your brain, those amino acids, it's a very strong appetite control signal. So your brain is getting the signal that, hey, these amino acids are on board. I must have just eaten some protein, so let me ramp down my appetite. So from a weight loss perspective and from a fitness perspective, this is perhaps the most effective way to stimulate your body to lose fat and maintain muscle mass, especially if you're using it as a pre-workout bar. And it's something you won't find someplace else. There's lots and lots of bars out there that have lots and lots of different kinds of protein blends, but it's very unlikely that you're going to find a whey protein hydrolysis that is hydrolyzed to the degree that we have it in our bar. And that's important because the speed of delivery is really key. We've just recently completed a study on this particular whey protein hydrolysate showing that that speed of delivery makes all the difference when you're talking about turning off fat-storing enzymes and turning on muscle-building enzymes. So if your goal is to lose fat and maintain your muscle mass, change your ratio, change your body composition from less fat to more lean, that's exactly what you want. So the bar is something where you'll be using it as a between-meal snack, or you'll be using it as a pre-workout snack. And that's really the way to go. It is a very specialized, highly scientific bar that most people just take because it tastes fantastic. And if taste is the main reason that you're using the bar, that'll be a bar that you want to check out. So the third piece of the RVL system is the RVL dietary supplement. This really is that third piece of the system that you can combine with the shake and with the bar. So I've already explained to you how to use the shake and how to use the bar and the benefits of those two. So let's talk about the details behind the supplement. It really works in your body in 3 different ways to help us achieve that goal of losing belly fat or losing body fat in general and maintaining our muscle mass at the same time. And it does it by the actions of 3 main bioactives. We have green tea, we have oligonol, which is an extract from lychee fruit, and we have the bush mango or Ervingia, this African cactus that can help control appetite. So let's start with that one first. When we are on a diet, or it's diet so-called, when we're trying to lose weight, when we're watching what we eat, sometimes the thing that throws a monkey wrench into the works is our appetite. We get hungry if we're not eating throughout the day as you would on the RVL program. The Ervingia, or bush mango, helps control appetite. There are several very good studies showing people who are taking Ervingia or bush mango compared to a placebo group will have a better appetite control and a better ability to lose fat throughout their whole body, specifically belly fat, because we're seeing a blood sugar controlling effect. So that's in there to help take that edge off between meals, which is where you should be using the RVL dietary supplement. You can take it with your meals to help you get to the next meal. You can take it between your meals to help you control those hunger cravings that you might experience when you're trying to adhere to a specific regimen. So that's the first ingredient, appetite control with the bush mango. The second ingredient is green tea, which you'll find in lots and lots and lots of different dietary supplements. The reason that it's in there from a weight control perspective is that green tea contains compounds called catechins in the family of flavonoids. Flavonoids we get from acai, but they're a different kind of flavonoid. Flavonoids we get from fruits and vegetables, but those are different than what you'll find in green tea. These catechins have an amazing ability to increase cellular metabolism in a very healthy way. So it's not a jolt that you might get from a high caffeine product or one of these amphetamine type products like DMAA that's on the market. Catechins can just gradually, just slightly, just subtly increase your cellular ability to burn calories. We measure it as resting metabolic rate. So we can look at someone who's using green tea extract versus a placebo, and we end up seeing about a 2%, 3%, 4% improvement in their resting metabolic rate, their body's ability to burn calories when they're just sitting around, so to speak. That doesn't sound like a lot, 2, 3, 4%. But if we're talking about 50 or 60 or 80 calories extra a day that you're burning with green tea that you weren't burning if you were on the placebo group, that can really add up. It can add up every single day of the week and every day of the month and 365 days of the year. So we're talking about some serious pounds of pure fat that won't be on your body because you're using green tea. So we have green tea and the resting metabolic rate effect. And then the third effect is a very novel effect that we get from the oligonol, this lychee fruit extract. These are also in the family of polyphenols or flavonoids, but they seem to work in a very unique way to encourage the body to lose visceral fat or belly fat. So it's either fat that you'll lose from that region or it's fat that you won't store in that region. So the studies there with oligonol show a very nice effect in losing that visceral fat to a significant degree compared to the placebo group. So what we're trying to do with this supplement, with this RVL supplement, is address the main issues that stop us in our tracks when we're trying to lose body fat. The appetite control from the bush mango, the metabolic rate effect from the green tea, and the visceral or belly fat effect from the oligonol. And when you add that into the rest of the RVL system so that you're getting your healthy proteins balanced with your healthy fats, balanced with your healthy carbohydrates, and you're getting that appetite controlling benefit and the blood sugar controlling benefit, and you're using the bar to get the muscle maintenance benefits, you've really got all the pieces of the puzzle that you could want, whether you're trying to just eat healthy and be healthier and feel better, or if you're actively trying to lose body fat and maintain muscle mass. That's what it's all about. It's about changing your body composition, but doing it in a way that is something you can adhere to, doing it in a way that's something you can plug into your life, and it's not this gigantic lifestyle change. It really is a simple program. Use the shake, use the bars, use the supplement just as directed in part of your overall plan, and you'll get amazing results. The thousands of people who have been through this program and just point back and say, it was really simple, this is all I did, speaks to the benefits of the product, speaks to the efficacy of how these products have been built and the science behind them. So with that, I'll encourage you to take a look at these products, give them a try, see what they'll do for your body, and then share that with others. This is Dr. Shawn Talbott from the lab. Thanks for watching.